Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Yellow crazy ants spread into Townsville and parts of northeast Australia, as councils plead for funding by National Science, Technology and Environment reporter Michael Slezak posted 9 hours ago, updated 2 hours ago when Samantha Cocuzza plays with her 2 kids in their Townsville backyard. Most of the time she has to hold her youngest off the ground. It is not the prickles, or even the heat, it is something far more sinister. As soon as her kids put their feet back on the grass, they recovered in an acid-spitting invasive ant species called yellow crazy ants. It is now at the point where they play outside in the yard, head in for a bath, and sometimes there are ants in the bath that come off the kids, Ms Cocuzza said. The ants are categorised as one of the worst invasive species in the world, capable of completely destroying ecosystems and making outdoor areas virtually unusable. The ants don't bite, but instead throw acid, which can burn the eyes and skin of people, and can blind and kill insects and small animals. While 1 or 2 of the ants are rarely a problem, the species tends to congregate in incredible numbers. They hold the world record for population density, with scientists recording 2,000 of them per square metre. In Townsville, where Samantha and her family live, an outbreak has been growing for years, and it finally made its way to her backyard in November last year. She now has to spray the veranda regularly and sweep the ants away every day. And they just multiplied, she said. I think we've gone from a couple to millions. A town fighting on its own. The ants are not just a nuisance. According to the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, they are among the 100 worst invasive species in the world. On Christmas Island, off the coast of Western Australia, the ants have completely transformed the forest and decimated its famous red crab population. It is not known exactly where they came from, but it is thought either Africa or Asia. They were first detected in Australia in 1980 at Arnhem Land, although they were likely here much earlier. In 2001, they were found in Cairns, a few hundred kilometres north of Townsville. About $30 million of state and federal money has been thrown at righting the infestation in Cairns, with eradication possibly in sight. But so far, virtually no state or federal funding has been spent fighting the outbreak in Townsville. The job of repelling the tiny invaders is the responsibility of the Townsville City Council, and the 2 technical officers who work there. Yet their job also involves dealing with every other invasive species in the area, including plants, pigs and deer. Councillor Maurie Soars said the city was at a crucial juncture. We're at the tipping point now, he said. Our experts here are telling us that we've really got to address it now. And if we do, that we can have some serious impact on the spread. The council said it wouldn't be able to stop the infestation, or even know exactly the full extent of the infestation, without significant funding from the state and federal governments. We are hoping that upper levels of government will start looking at it more seriously and then bring it in, because if we don't stop it here, where are you going to stop it? Mr. Soars said. Environmental charity the Invasive Species Council has assessed the situation in Townsville and is proposing a $27.6 million plan, which it thinks should be able to eradicate the ants. So far, the ants have been found at about 7 locations in Townsville, covering an area of hundreds of hectares, but the council doesn't have the resources to determine exactly how big the spread is. A spokesman for Federal Environment Minister Sussan Ley said the Morrison government has spent millions helping to control the outbreak near Cairns, but beyond that, it was the job of the state government and the council. A spokesman for the Queensland Agriculture Minister Mark Furner said councils have received money from the state government to help with the control efforts. The ants are a declared pest, so landholders have a general biosecurity obligation to manage such pests on their land, the spokesperson said. Perfect storm invaders at Alligator Creek in Townsville, where Samantha lives. The ants are just 5 kilometres from Bowling Green National Park, where unique species such as the Mount Elliott crayfish and the Mount Elliott nursery frog live, species only found in this part of the world. In the right location, Ben Hoffman said the ants could completely transform an ecosystem. On Christmas Island, as well as killing millions of its famous red crabs, they also ate all the insects that fed on young plants, turning its sparse understory into a dense bush. The transformation, there is just so dramatic, it is unbelievable, Dr. Hoffman said. You might as well be looking at two different island ecosystems where the ants are present in high abundance.